guys, my name is Bianca and welcome to my channel. If you are new here and you like this video, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. I have some amazing news to share with you today. So I have finally finished Perfectly Fractured. It is done. There have been so many times where it's been close calls where I thought that I was finished but I wasn't actually finished. This isn't a close call, I am done. So I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about where I'm at and what happened when I was writing my book. So I gave my book to a family member to look over and have a bit of a look and see what edits and changes needed to be made. And I had a bit of a close call. I actually thought that my book was not going to be published. It was a bit scary, but what happened was I let them look at my book and they really weren't happy with my first 2 chapters. They said that it needed to be rewritten. They just did not like it. And at this point, I was scared that my whole book was rubbish and that it was just, it was a write-off and that I had spent all this time on this book that just wasn't very good. But then this family member kept on reading and they actually fell in love with my book, which was really, really nice. They basically said that the rest of the story is actually really good, but then it was just the first 2 chapters that needed changes. So what I did was I basically got some music on, got my headphones on, and I tried to rewrite those chapters and to really work them into the story, because I think at one stage they sounded like they were part of a completely different story. So it was really important for them to fit, and I think it's really important to get the first few chapters right because that's the first thing that people are going to see when they read your book. And if your first chapters aren't right, people aren't going to like your book and they're not going to keep reading your book. So I knew that I needed to spend some extra time trying to get them right. So I spent time, I got them rewritten, I got it all put back together again, and I ended up getting my whole manuscript back with all these edits and changes. And what I did was I basically sat down for 2 days straight and I spent basically the entire day in front of the computer. So I went through each page and made all the changes and I was absolutely exhausted by the end of it. My back was aching and I was really stressed and I had a huge headache and the things that we do for our writing. I did end up getting it done. And then came my next challenge, my book blurb. So I had asked a few people who were close to me about their opinions on my book blurb and they didn't like it. So I rewrote it for the 100th time. It's been so hard for me to actually come up with a good book blurb that really captures the whole book in such a small amount of words. And I struggled so much before and I was a bit frustrated and stressed that I had to rewrite it all over again. So I had to sit in front of the computer again and really try and come up with a good blurb. So I had to do that. Once I did that, I actually had to make the book cover all over again. So that was fun. After that too, I had a quick look at Amazon and I made my author account on KDP. And I had a look at how to upload my manuscript and that wasn't easy either. So the book cover that I had designed, it wasn't the right dimensions. And I actually had to design it a few times to get it to fit right. So there's a previewer where it shows you how your book fits, what it cuts off, because I'm doing a bleed on the borders of my book cover. So I had to get that right. And then after that, I tried uploading my manuscript. It did take a few tries to get all the formatting right, all the margins, all that sort of stuff. But I finally got it done and I ordered my first author copy of Perfectly Fractured. So I'm going to use this author copy to have a quick look at my book, to make sure that the book cover looks fine, to have a quick final look over at my book and make sure that there's no final mistakes. I don't know how many times I've looked through this book, it's crazy, but I want to make sure that it's alright for publishing. And I guess once I receive that in the mail, it's going to take a little bit because I think it's coming from the US. But once I get that, I'm going to make sure that I try and go through my book as quick as possible so I can get a release date. Right now, it's looking like it's going to be at the beginning of September, around that sort of time. So I need to get everything ready for my launch and my giveaway and lots of exciting stuff. So I'm actually really excited to get my book to you guys and for you guys to read it and I really hope that you guys enjoy it just as much as I enjoyed writing it. That's all I have for you today. If you really enjoyed my video and you want to see more of my videos in the future, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you for watching.